delivery has arrived. Did you bring your magic wand?
I need it. That box was 1,100 pounds. This was a little over 900. And that was about 100 pounds. So that's a lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark the corners. We'll get it squared up using the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we'll measure the hypotenuse of the triangles and make sure they're equidistant. Then I'll get a transit set up so we can figure out what the height needs to be so all the posts are the same so it doesn't sit all cockeyed. But I do want to show you something. All of my southern brethren would be proud of this. This is just mason line, and a lot of times when you're done with mason line, like if you're stringing your garden or something, you need to wind it up. I just took some 16 penny nails and put in there and made me a little handle, and then I can just wind it up or unwind it. So then you can save it for later. So it's later. We're gonna use it. So I gotta grab a transit. We'll get to work.
Okie dokie.
Hi.
Good morning.
Welcome back to Outdoors and Country Living. We are working on our high tunnel installation, so there's a lot of parts there.
Oh, a couple.
So what we did is we put in 2 corner posts. We found the opposing corners and strung a line so we can keep our posts straight. I have a transit set up so I can set the height of each one individually to make sure they're all on the same plane. I have a good helper. She's a marginal helper, but that's the best I can get in this area. So we'll try to keep filming progress. It's definitely been a chore.
It's gonna be a little while.
Yeah, I had to take the tractor because the way they recommend putting the ground post in, I don't necessarily like it, so I'm driving them deeper, which means that there's a little bit of a slope to the ground, so I have to cut it away with the tractor. There's pretty good topsoil on part of it, so I'll save that and we'll put it inside the high tunnel. And then I'll have to put a waterway kind of around it so the water, you know, as it rains, it'll go away from the high tunnel instead of trying to wash in it. It's a beautiful day. I think it's what, 70?
Yeah, it's gonna be mid-70s today, and it's what, November, early November?
Yeah, so it'll be nice today, tomorrow. I think Monday and Tuesday in the 70s, and then it's gonna cool back down. So we're gonna try to get this thing as far along as we can. I'd like to get the cover on so we can get some things planted. But
we're gonna be diligent.
Yeah, that's a good thing about Indiana anymore, because our winters aren't that bad. We'll get warm weather like this, so it's perfect for the high tunnel. If we get spells of rain, we can go in there and tend to the plants and do what we need to do. So
be a good day.
More to come. We'll get busy.
Let's go.
Get these posts put in. So you might see I have a torpedo level. It's got magnets on it. And what I do is I'll stick it to the side of the post to make sure that it's straight in both axes. But I have a transit set up, so she's going to hold the measuring stick on top of it. And then I'll look through the transit, make sure that we get all the tops on the same plane. So we go down about 1.5 inches. You want to tap it down? See what you got. Another inch. You didn't go very far. That's what I mean about marginal help. So when I was talking about the torpedo level, I don't know why they call it torpedo level, but that's what it's called. It has magnets that are built into it, so you want to make sure that it's clean before you stick it on. But I'll put it on the side. There's holes in these pipes, so the top column will actually slide over the top of this, and there'll be a bolt that goes through here that holds it on, and it'll go up and arch over. And then these are made for a bottom, what they call a bottom board. And I'll probably do maybe 2x10s or 2x12s, which is part of the reason I cut the dirt away, because I'm actually going to go a little deeper. I'll put treated wood on it, and that way the dirt or anything from the inside doesn't push out too much. But I'll put the torpedo level on this direction, and then also on this way. And that'll tell me if I'm straight or not. So we don't have this one driven in yet, so it's still kind of loose. So I'll get it close. And they give you these, well, they don't give you nothing, but when you buy the kit, it comes with this plug that goes in the top. And what that does, keep you from mushrooming the top of your pipe out. So it looks like this is just 1.5 inch conduit, or EMT is what it looks like. It's triple galvanized, so it won't rust, so they say. So I try to get these holes lined up so when my boards go on, that it's easier to drill the hole in and put the bolts through. But we'll put that on and tap it down a little bit.
Tap.
Yeah, you don't want your finger in there, that's for sure. You want to keep checking it, because as you drive it down, if you hit a root or rock, it'll, the technical terms make it cockeyed or crooked. Crooked as a dog's hind leg.
Both are common terms around here.
Yeah, sure are. Okay. And these, I thought about putting concrete, drilling holes and putting concrete in the holes. And what you'd have to do, what I would do is put some self-tapping screws in it to keep it from working its way up. But they don't, in this area, they say you don't have to. So we're gonna try it. If it becomes an issue to where these are pushing back up, then I'll address that. I'll pull the top off and redo them the way I want to do them, or need to do them at that time. So let's shoot that and see what we got. So the reason we're doing that is to make sure that all the rafters and the vertical columns are set and square, because you don't want your roof line to look like it's real wavy. So this is some of the frame pieces. Here's the channel, and then they call it the wiggle wire, which you just wiggle it to install it. That's what'll hold the covering. And this box has more pieces. It's self-tapping screws. All that stuff, brackets. More screws.
Ooh, that looks like fun. Holy cow.
More brackets, clamps.
Ugh.
I got the one with the roll-up sides and the roll-up ends, so there'll be a few more pieces. Yeah, I also got a couple rafter kits, extra bracing. So it's gonna be fun.
Did you read the instructions?
I looked at them.
Great.
Some of them, not all of them. I'll probably have to. So we're gonna do this side now. We'll get those posts put in. So as you can see, there's a lot of parts to this thing. We're trying to get it laid out. We went through and put all the posts in, set the height with the transit, and I'll have to do a little bit of leveling once we get everything up. Cut away some dirt so the water will go away from it. But we mocked up and put the pieces together without the screws, and it's pretty tall. It's 14.
Very tall.
14 feet. So we'll get these pieces laid out. I still got to run to the lumber store and get some treated boards for the bottom board, and then there's a hip board or ridge board or whatever they call it that goes across about 6 feet high all the way around it. And I bought some extra braces and stuff that go with it, some girders that go in. So there's a ton of pieces still. There's boxes of bolts and screws and stuff. So it's a several day project. But it's gonna be nice. It'll be real nice, especially if the weather holds out. This is amazing.
Oh, feels like summer again.
So we've definitely been blessed with that. So we're gonna keep working. Maybe I'll get some apple pie or something.
How am I gonna get in the kitchen if I'm out here?
I don't know. Maybe some steaks. Well, there's day one. I don't know if you guys can see if I'm blocking it, but we got the what they call the rafters put in, or the vertical columns. We got all the ground posts put in. Started putting some of the purlins on, but I need to put some screws in because things are moving around. They don't have things labeled the best, so we've had to sort parts out and figure some things out. We'll be back at it tomorrow, I think. So it's been fun. It's been
I'm just gonna take them up and show them
exciting.
It's been interesting.
So there'll be a board that goes on the bottom here I'll get treated boards probably tonight if we get over there in time. But they'll be used carriage bolts, and they're mounted on the bottom. And then these bolts I just have in there right now. I'm gonna put lock nuts on them so they don't work their way loose. And then I gotta put bolts and all this stuff. And then there'll be a board, a treated 2x6 that goes across the top that they call a ribbon board. That'll help stiffen things up, and also for the sides they roll up and down, so it gives you some anchor points for that. So there's multiple purlins and bracing and a whole bunch of other stuff we'll have to put in. I think it'll be a nice building when it's done.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And the tip of it goes up, it'll be 14 feet to the top of the radius, because it's the sides will go up and then it kind of goes up and then kind of curves on the peak, and it's not a point, but it's just kind of a big arch. So it'll be good.
Well, thanks for sticking with us and watching day one of our high tunnel installation. It's gonna take us a few more days, I think.
I see why in the videos they have an army of people that work on them.
Yeah.
Usually they have 5 or 6 guys when they're putting those up, but it would be helpful, I think.
We'll get it done.
It'll take some creativity, I think. So,
we'll appreciate it a little bit more, maybe.
Right. So thanks for watching. We'll definitely record day 2 and show you the progress we make as we go.
Yep. Stick with us.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you have, tell the world. Thanks for watching. Take care.
See you later.
God bless you.